Hi, it's Toby with the mortgage firm. And let's talk about what are the expenses that you are going to incur when buying a home. And a lot of buyers just think in terms of down payment, but there's so much more than that. Um, First of all, when you write a contract, when you make an offer, your realtor is going to tell you you have to give an earnest money deposit. So that could be, gosh, I have some loans in process right now that the earnest money has been anywhere from $500 to $10,000 to potentially more. It just depends on what gets negotiated. And usually the price of the home will make a difference in how much that it is as well. And so in addition to that, for closing, you're going to have two categories of expenses. One is going to be your closing costs. This is going to include lender fees, your appraisal, the title company for closing, city, county, government expenses, recording fees, a survey. If you're in Florida and you are purchasing a home as opposed to a condo, you're actually required to have a survey. Occasionally, we can get one from the existing owner. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And if they have made any kind of alteration to the property, that survey's not good. So an average survey cost, for instance, is $350. Also, the other category is going to be prepaid expenses. You always have to have a 1-year insurance policy paid up front at the closing. And if you're in a flood zone, you'll have to have a flood policy the same. In addition, you are going to pay, you're going to be contributing a certain amount, assuming you have an escrow account so that your mortgage lender pays taxes and insurance for you. You will end up needing to contribute into that account. And that will depend on how much your taxes are and how much your insurance is. But let's even go beyond that, just from a planning standpoint. And by the way, I have a fantastic Excel spreadsheet budget that I can send you so that you can figure out what your own budget might be. I always say it's not about how much you qualify for, but where your comfort level is. So you might have expenses that we would never count against you for qualifying, but they are valid expenses for you to have. And you might just want to also be real conservative with your money and get that retirement account building up, savings, college, whatever you might be saving for, right? So if you're buying a home, you have expenses. You're going to have, of course, most people that are renting are paying their utilities. So the utilities you're going to have the same depending on the home you're buying. They may be more, they may be less. You might have repairs that you would not have had if you're renting your home. The toilet stopped working. The gutters need to be cleaned out. There are so many, potential expenses that you have. But the good news is you get to do what you want to the home also, as opposed to renting. If you want to paint avocado green, go for it, right? Then there's also just your regular monthly maintenance. So I live in a home, single family home, and I have a pool. And I spend somewhere in the neighborhood of about $325 a month between paying somebody to do my lawn, paying somebody to do my pool, and paying a company also to do all the fertilizing, the plants, the lawn, all of that. So I spend about $325 for all of that. If you're buying a single family home, maybe you can do the grass yourself. Maybe you can take care of the pool yourself. Maybe you won't have one, of course. Versus if you're going to buy a condo, of course, all of those fees are wrapped into your HOA fee. The bottom line is, especially if you haven't bought a home in a while or you're a first-time home buyer, is to really have a good understanding of where your total expenses are going to be. First, to close your loan for your purchase, and then secondly, what your ongoing expenses will be. And again, I have a fantastic Excel spreadsheet that I would be super happy to send to you so that you can figure out what your current realistic expenses are and what you might be comfortable for that mortgage payment. And then we can back into your purchase price when you know what your budget is for where you want your payment to be. It doesn't always have to do with just what you qualify for. I'm Toby Lynn with the mortgage firm. Call me, text me, email me, and I'll be super happy to send you that budget worksheet. I hope you're having a super day. Bye.